Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the live. So, I'm trying to go online on Pinterest. So, the essence of this live is to come here every day by 7 o'clock. Yeah. So, I'm just waiting a little for others to join. We'll be waiting till 7 for others to join. But for those here, we can just pick our idea, what we want to work with. We can pick something together. So I've just been so sad about the death of Sedia Sanusi today. Like the news, she's just, 33 years. She's a designer, she has attained that, growth and height that every one of us, seeks to. At least every upcoming designer wants to be a big name in the industry. And it's just so sad that her life was, cut short. She just, according to the news, she slept and didn't wake up. So it's so sad, but who are we to question, So let's pick we're picking a random idea on Pinterest and we're designing from it. So I'm, just waiting a bit, but we can look at ideas together. Okay. What is this? Spirograph. Okay. Spirograph inspired figure. Our inspiration can be from this. What do I search? Oh, I search it. I think I did not search anything. This is my Pinterest, but based on the things I've searched before. Good evening, sis. The perfect girl. Yes. I just enter and pick anything. I've not done this design before, right? So it's a random. We're just picking any random thing and designing a dress from it. So it's just an exercise to see, to sharpen our mind and everything. So it's just based on whatever I click on, whatever I pick. But you can search if you want to do anything based on art, architecture, furniture, interior design, anything you want to do, you can search if you want to, have like a specific direction to it. But for the sake of this, to keep it authentic, right, we're just picking random images. This is nice. This is really beautiful. Well, let's see. Whatever I just pick, but I've not seen any of this before. So it's random. Okay, look at this too. So once it's 7, I'm just scrolling through ideas. But this is the first one I saw. So spirograph. But because we kind of have like a lot of ideas in this one, so that's why I just want to pick a singular idea, one simple thing, and work with it. So I'm just scrolling through my Pinterest. It's just based on the things I've searched, but if you have a specific direction, you can start from that. Okay. So they're just based off things I've researched, things I've browsed before and all. Okay. So since we're drawing inspiration, right, I'm not necessarily looking at fashion, right? I'm not necessarily looking at fashion. So I'm drawing inspiration from other things into fashion. So this is a fish. What type of fish is this one? So please like the live so that it's going to push it out to others. So I'll be starting by 7, just 3 more minutes. So please like the live so that it pushes it to other people. This is nice. That's why you see I'm thinking I don't know what to use, so I'll just pick any random image for the class. So I didn't ask you to go to my board now. So I think I'm an architect, so I think I want to do this. This is complex. I have no idea as it is now what dress I will make. And remember I told you from our last class that whenever you are designing anything, whenever you are picking anything, you also have to consider the construction, right? So we are going to work with this. Let's see what type of dress we can design from this. So now, because it's just black and white, there's no color, so we'll have the choice to add our own color to it, whatever we want. So now let's analyze what we have here. So in the last class, please give me a minute, let me get my lights so that they've even carried their own lights there. I think we might need to adjust the time to 6. What do you guys think? Because the lights around here is not very, very good. Hello, ma. I'm on live. I will come down later. Oh, my friends are greeting me. Debbie, how are you? I'm on live. I will come down when I'm done. So there's no lights now, but I'm just going to. So I think I'll need to adjust the time so that I won't be. So this is what we are working with. So let's analyze the design and the elements. So remember, we always talk, the first thing we look at is the form, right? It's the form of the dress. So let's look at, what elements we can pick from here. So basically, normally if we have, what this is like an entrance, right? More like, is that an entrance now or a monument, kind of? Oh, it's supposed to be 7 p.m. to 8, but I'm thinking we adjust it to 6 to, well, I always close work by 6, so it might be good to, let's leave it at 7. I might just have to figure out what we'll do about this whole light situation. So it's 7 to 8, yes, every day, except Sundays, please. I join Koinonia, so I'm not available on Sundays, yes. So 7 to 8 p.m. every day, so that we can, and it's not just me, right? I want you to also brush up. We want to do this together, right? We want to improve our sewing, our sketching, fashion design skills together. So in your own corner, in your own time, every blessed day, try to work on a design, right? Try to work on a design. Expand your mind. Don't bother. There's no pressure. Don't stress, right? There's no pressure about maybe how it turns out. You are just brushing up, in a month's time you'll be a better designer than you are now. And this thing is what makes you a fashion designer. It's not that you can sew neatly, it's not that you can sew corsets, right? It's not corset, it's not bustier that makes you a good fashion designer. It makes you a good tailor. Being able to do bustier makes you a good tailor, but the ability to bring ideas to life is what makes you a good fashion designer. And we know that there's been, this whole don't copy me, do create your own design thing. And it's good because that's what makes you a designer. The ability to create things. Oh, light is back. So the ability to create, your own design. And for me, the reason why I'm doing this also is I want to also increase the speed at which, I design things, the speed at which, you know, I come up with designs. So I can do my designs already, I can bring out designs, but I also want to sharpen it. So for some of you, we're just starting now. So we've picked a random design. This is the design we're working with for this class. Yes, so we're just going to start now. So I'm just giving an intro. I've not done anything, yes. So this is just like an intro to the class. All right. So it's 7 p.m. to 8. So 7 sharp we're starting every day except Sundays. So please, you also should try to also come up with sketches, improve your work. Don't just watch me. Anything you want. See, I'm just picking any random image on Pinterest. Do you get? So in fact, it might just be anything you see around your neighborhood. Take a picture and draw inspiration from it. This is just to sharpen your design skills, your design eye, so that you are training yourself to see design, to see beauty in everything, right? So pick any random thing. I just picked the random stuff off Pinterest now. So let's start the design. So like I always tell you, we're thinking in terms of form, right? But if you look at this is an entrance. Normally, if I'm the way my mind is processing this design, right, is that number one, normally, apart from, you see, it's AI modified, right? So assume this is an entrance. It is the normal thing is that is expected of this is that what is expected now is that normally it should be straight, right? You see, I'm even using biro, right? I'm using biro to draw. So there's no wrong or right. If you don't get it, to restart, right? So you have, you normally should be straight, right? Block work or concrete is expected to be straight. So this is more like a alteration to a straight, something that is supposed to be straight. I don't know if you get if you are seeing it the way I'm seeing it. A block walk like this, see the steps leading to it, more like an entrance, right? You now have normal block, cement block one is now altered to look twisted. So for me, it's giving me the idea of, the regular elements in a dress. So you can see what I'm doing. You see, I'm not trying to be right, to be correct, or it's a free, so don't say because you do not see pencil, you will not sketch, right? So I have this. Let me get my light, please, so that you can have it brighter. All right. I think it's better now. So we have this, and let's look at the form now, what we can apply from this. Let's look at what we can apply from this. You still want to understand this setup? It's just I'm using overhead. Is that what you mean? Let me see. Yeah, I'm using overhead, this tripod stuff, right? And this is just a table, a stool, more like a stool. And then A4 paper with nothing special. Yeah. So now we have this. So I'm picking from this. I think I like the idea of this. It's giving me shoulder, right? This is the upper part of the dress. Yes, is this one is aerial view, abi? Yes, aerial stand. It's just like an attachment that you attach to the tripod stand that gives you overhead you know overhead view. So now if I were picking elements now, I'm picking off this edge, right? This edge for the shoulder. So it means I'm keeping, angular shoulder, right? Then this middle, right, is already giving me inspo for the neckline, right? It's giving me inspo for the neckline. Remember, it's a design, and like I always do, I like to do one avant-garde design and one normal design. So pardon me if our design is going like something, dramatic. That's the idea. This is dramatic, right? So we have this as the shoulder. We're picking the form now. We're designing the form like we always start. Design the form. So you look at the image and just pick some things from it, like pick the form, the overall shape of the dress, right? So on this upper part now is giving, I want it to be on the bust area, and you can see that it's higher than this part. Okay, you were seeing the image from the waist down, a very long. Yeah, you see, our mind works in different ways, and the ways we interpret this design is based on the information that you have fed your mind. Yes. So it's based on the information you have fed your mind, the things you have seen. Yes. So the way I will interpret it will be, in fact, we can interpret this in 100 ways, 100 different ways, right? So, but for me, I want to design something that when you see the two side by side, you are going to see the elements together. So I'm picking this part for the upper part, right, for the bust area, the bodice now, and I want it to be projected more than the shoulders. So what this means is that we'll have this bustier, the bustier going up this way. I told you it's going to be dramatic, so we might have it projected in a way that is covering the nose. That's how dramatic, I want it to be. It's avant-garde, so it's not supposed to totally, even though we want to keep the form simple and beautiful, we also want to be dramatic with it, you understand? So we'll keep it this way. So we have picked this shoulder and the bustier area, right? So now from this, I still want to flow this space, this design, right, into the waistline first. So I might want to, let's see where we can pick the okay, because of this line now, I'm going to keep it straight at the waist, a straight cut at the waist. So we have it straight like this at the waist, and then I want to pick this element as a cutout for the design, right? So I'm flowing it that way from the almost just under bust area down to the waist like that. Do you get? We'll work out the details later. We'll work out the shape of the embellishment, everything coming on. So, but we've picked it this way. We're just dealing with the form now. So this is just my own interpretation. So when you want to do your own, you figure out what you want to do. So now, let's see. We've picked the form, right? We've picked this. So let's work out the details now of the design. let's work out the details of the design. Okay, so what we have here from this shoulder, we have this spiral, kind of wish wash kind of design. So it's more like it's twisted into each other. So but now remember what I told you about construction. Right? You have to also think about how it will be designed. We have to think about how it will be designed, right? So I'm just going to be quiet and process my thoughts for a while. So we have this going up, so it will be projected, to cover the bust area. And then I want to see how, okay, now for this to work the way I want it to be. So for this to work the way I want it to work, I also want to step it up. Now remember that we have the bust on this area, right? If you take the bustier at that same angle up there, it might not really, the face is more projected, right? The face is projected. So I might also want to step this design. So it means that I will have like a normal, corset base on the inside, right? Then I'll begin to have this crisscross element. I'll do a structure, right? I'll do a structure, stepping it up. I have this here. So I will just have it. Just give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. So I'm just thinking, we have this projected this way. So it's more like I'm doing like okay. So from the underbust, this one goes this way to this part. So the way I want it to work, what I'm thinking will work is to have it going up, high. Let's see. So this, remember, I'm just thinking, right? So there's no right or wrong. If it does not make sense, I'll start again. Okay. All right. Okay. I still have to figure out how this will work when I'm making the dress. So that you not just feel as if I'm designing, I'm just doing something that will not work. So I'm thinking it goes this way, right? So what I'm thinking is this one on the inside, this will go inward, more like a basket kind of weave. I know this one is not crisscross like that, but for this I'm thinking something like a basket kind of weave. Yes, that's the idea, right? how can one get picture? This is just a random picture on Pinterest, right? That's the idea. I could have used a pencil, right? But I want you to see how the design process actually works. What if you are in a bus, you saw something, you want to just quickly sketch? This does not mean I cannot restart to use. Do you get? Yes, I'm not doing fashion illustration, I'm doing design. So the essence of design is to put your ideas together. In fact, you can have 20 sketches from this one idea just to fine tune it until it works. So don't box yourself with, box yourself with pencil erasing. Just process process the design, right? Just flow together. When you are done, you can fine tune whatever you have. That's why I'm using, yes, that's why I'm using bio. As long as well, that's why I said we're thinking together. So I'll just have it. I'm thinking in construction, I'll have like a corset on the inside, a corset with a cutout, is skin shade cutout here, right? Where is the market? So I'm just thinking. So we're still, because this design is more like a plain thing, so I have to think about the choice of fabric. Let me do the skin tone. So I have to think about the choice of fabric, everything. So there's still a lot to process. This one is more complex than what we did last week. Okay, Oshe. So we have this skin tone base, right? And we have this. So now I'm thinking for this part, option 1, we will fine tune our idea later. Crinoline. So another thing with when you are doing design is you might also infuse something that is trending, right, into it. You've seen this crinoline dress trending, like multi-layers, it trended earlier this year, right? So that now came to mind when I was thinking about this. So I don't want it's kind of structure that is rigid and solid, right? Even though this is, but I'm thinking I can use crinoline to weave, kind of weave this structure in place. Do you understand? That's an idea. So now for the main dress, this twist here, I'm thinking, okay, there's something I can do here. So I can have a straight kind of skirt. I can have a straight skirt and then cover crinoline. Now maybe I infuse 2-inch crinoline into, since what we're working with generally now is crinoline, right? So I can infuse 2-inch crinoline, cover it with fabric, right? Cover it with fabric and just use it to form this kind of twist. So it's more like it's projected, right, on the dress. So just keep it dramatic. So we interlock it. It's more like the way you have your spiral, but now you are doing single units, right? The way you do your structure for the sleeve, where you have crinoline pushed into a sewn strip of fabric. So when I want to do this now, I'm going to sew two. Yes, we'll sew it on the dress so it will stand. Do you understand? So it will stand. Try to interweave it to give us something nice. We can even play with the position and everything. It's an idea. We've not experimented it. So just have it twisting down. So you infuse it's more like a hair 3D, but it's actually 2D, right? Because so it will you have the crinoline like that. So it's just going to be standing on, to be sewn on the skirt. So what I want to do now is flow it on only one side like this. So one side is totally clean, one side is clean. Then we can still take it up, keep it, make it dramatic on one side, right? Have it maybe roll over. You can have it roll over to the back side, so the drama is only on one side. Yes, so this is just one interpretation. Yes, more like 3D. So it's still the same elements, right? So essentially now, if I want to design this dress, after making the corset base, this is what the corset base will look like. Just a simple, you know maybe I can even use cut corset, you know let me just, so to have like a cutout here at the waist, then the skirt will be joined to it. So I will just go and make crinoline two. I'm going to sew like maybe 2 inches of stripe of fabric that is cut on the bias. Remember that things stretch on bias, right? You have fabric now, it stretches on the bias, right? So I'm going to make those stripes of bias, and then I'm going to insert crinoline into it. So if I want, on that crinoline I can sew. If you are going for a hard, for this body part now that we want to, want it to stand, and or we can sew crinoline, at the middle of, we can sew boning, that's tiny boning at the middle, so it keeps it strong. Can you summarize what you said so far? I'm just joining. All right, so is we're just designing from, we're picking a random image on Pinterest and we're doing a design from it. That's just all. So no premeditated thought, nothing. We're just flowing with the design, right? We're just flowing with the design. So this is what we have this is my interpretation of this idea, right? So I picked the shoulder. We're still going to figure out how we want to blend in the shoulder. We want the whole design to flow together, right, and be cohesive. So I picked these whooshy lines, right? I'm using crinoline for it. If I want to do it now, right, I'll use crinoline and then sew a stripe of fabric that is cut on the bias, that diagonal part on your fabric. Then I'll insert the boning into it, then the crinoline into it, right? Once I insert crinoline, I will sew it exactly on the edge so that it stands. How did I get anything? This is just my own Pinterest home page, because based on the things I used to search. So but if you want, you can search anything you want to draw inspiration from. But now, because you are designing a dress, it does not mean you have to start your inspiration from a dress, right? This is more like an AI modified what's it called, AI modified picture, right? I'm an architect, so I always, look at architecture and all that. So it's bringing these things to my feed. So whatever you want to do, just go online, just click any random picture. The idea is to exercise your mind, right? So I'm using that crinoline element to form this. So it's still that same crinoline element that will be woven together to give me this dramatic element. Now, this is where we have the issue. This shoulder, how do we want to incorporate it into the dress? Now, it's because we know that already for this one, so it will have like a yoke, right? A nude, can have like a nude base yoke. I'm using what we already know now for this dress. I'm using what we already know for this dress, so that we're not, this is at the basic techniques that we already know. Your cut corset technique, right, is what we're using now with yoke as the base. So what we can do is to bring out this shoulder. And now on this dress, we've not picked material, we've not picked color. Yes, you want to make it a regular, that's your own design now. Do you get? That's your own design. Yes. So you see, you are interpreting it now based on the things that you have fed yourself. I will interpret it based on the things that you get that I feed myself. You see, you're going to use velvet, but velvet has not crossed my mind. Do you understand? So this is one beautiful thing about, you know, design. You can do anything that you want. You can do anything that you want. And I'm going to be keeping these designs because I'll be picking some of these things and infusing it in my work, right? So experiment, do your own things too. So for me now, when thinking about this, I want to have a normal yoke, but the shoulder will not be sloped. The shoulder will not be sloped. So I'm going to, because I cannot get a shoulder pad that will give me this, this type of angle. It's very sharp. So I might need to either I make a crinoline structure, right? Either I make a crinoline structure, right, that will stay on that shoulder, right? That will blend with my arm. But mind you, me, I'm using I'm using mesh for this long sleeve. So I'm thinking long sleeve with mesh, right? What I'm thinking is long sleeve with mesh. I have the conical structure. I have the conical, structure supporting the shoulder. So now we already have structure, something heavy going on here. So my mind is telling me, yes, you can use sable bone and crinoline to form this, yes, to form the conical shoulder pad that you want. It's up to you. But for me now, that's what I'll do. Then it will be mesh, mesh sleeve, maybe skin tone, maybe, or the color of the fabric, maybe red. Yes, I like how you guys are thinking with me. So you can do anything that you want. So I'll have, because you remember I have the mesh, this body. You remember what I told you about letting your designs flow together, right? Letting your designs flow together. So I will have the mesh, fitted sleeve. So it will just be fitted around the shoulder pad. So I can make the crinoline structure, cover it with mesh also to give me this effect. Because what I want for a dress like this, I think having just two colors will make it more regal. It's your design. For me now, I'm thinking one color, but I will play with materials, right? It's your design. You can do anything. Do you get? For me now, I'm thinking I want these two to stand out, right? Every other thing soft. This to stand out, dramatic, right? Then every other thing soft, to give that. I like mixing hard and soft elements together. Remember my own kind of design aesthetics, the kind of things I like, the way I want dresses to look like. So that's why I'm thinking this way, right? So I'm not going all structural. I want to infuse elements now. So now we'll finish the design, the form and all that. We've designed the form. So now, in this case, I want to, design the material first before the color. So I want to I will design material and color together. So material design, material or texture. If you were here in the last class, you already know what I'm doing. Material, texture, stroke, color, design. Right? So now, because it's more like an avant-garde dress, and I'm thinking I want to make it like a bridal design. So you see, I'm not being too dramatic with it, because I already have it at the back of my mind that I want it to give, in a way, maybe a dramatic bride kind of, design. So I'll pick, maybe I can do one color like I initially said, and I can choose to do a mix of two colors, right? I can choose to do ombre, I can choose to do one color. So in this dress now, I'm going to have the main base here, this part covered with the luxury lace, right? You were not here in the last class. It's just the whole process of design. We designed the form, we picked elements from the design, and then we designed the color and the material and texture together. So that's what we did, basically. Yes. Oh, it's the network. Yes, your network. It's your network, yeah. So what I want to do now is to, add the material, and so I want this part to, because it's like a reception dress, right? So I want the main body to be, a beautiful luxury lace. Let's say in what color should I use? What color should I use? Let's do. I've been thinking maybe I do purple. Okay, yes, I'm saying that if we're in the last class, what we did is we designed the form first, pick the design elements that we want, then we design the color, the material, and the texture. So that's just it. So we're thinking in terms of construction too. Yeah, if you want to, yes, if you want to, what if we beat the other part with broken beads and beat that? So I want this plain part, right, to be bridal lace, right? I want it to be bridal lace. I'm even thinking to make it stand out, right? It might have like a nude base. I'm just to make it stand out. The lace will have a nude base, right? Before the someone said light. Safira said light pink for the plain. You see, I like how we are thinking. I really love that we're thinking. So I will have this, the bottom don't scatter the mouth. So I'm doing it like maybe a beaded lace. I'm just trying to render this body. So it's going to be all those beaded luxury laces with stones and all that. So it can be silver stone, it can be. So we also know that this is going to shine through. What kind of marker? Let me show you the whole box. I got it when I traveled to Lagos from this art supply store. So it's MG Kids, I think. So it's just multicolor. So, but I think any marker you get should work. So we also know that some of the lace will still shine through on this part. On some of the parts, right? So I'll have it like that, just showing through. So even if, don't say you have not gotten marker, that's why you are not. Anything you have, use it. Even if it's crayon, if it's what is it called? Whatever you have, use it. Start from there. Yeah. So it means we can now have the main body covered. totally. Like the main material will now be plain material, right? Plain. It's beautiful already, Abi. So depending on what you want to do, sometimes is what will give you what's the design direction. Please make sure you are doing your own. No, don't rely on what we are doing here. You know how to do. Go and design your own, right? So just go on Pinterest. Thank you. G concept Mama G. Thank you so much. So we can play around with our design. So now I want that place to stand out. So I'm going to use the pen to kind of add or I use black marker. I just want to define the shape of the structure. Where is this one? Okay, our black marker don't leave work. Let me use, I know that writing blue on this will kind of give me more like I'm just using this to kind of define the shape. But you get the idea of what we are doing. That's the most important thing. Yes, so as long as you have an idea of what you are doing in your head, right? You can always just play around with your shapes. So then on the upper part, thank you. So on the upper part now, I can just, but this is the thing, because it's crinoline. I hope you know that the bust area already have the nude kind of, so we'll keep it light because we're using maybe, or we might even use the same material as this, whatever we use there, right? We can use it to so, but I want to keep it light. Because you see, I want the crisscross thing to show. It's just me being. I'm keeping the lights. I just want to show that it's not straight, right? Okay. So now we have not come to the end. We have not come to the end. So now it's now to add. We still have stones. Where is my? I have these gold markers. I think I want to use gold to bring out the highlight of this design. For those of you that are just joining, so you not think we're just doing this is our inspo, right? So give me a minute. Let me quickly bring the gold. I have these gold highlighter markers that or I have silver, I have gold. But for this dress, because we already have skin tone going on, right? We already have skin tone going on, so I want to use gold to highlight it. So gold stones, all those big rhinestones, not cloth stone, no, right? Not cloth stone, the rhinestones. You can use cloth stone and rhinestone, just mix of different colors to detail. You see this conical parts that we have is going to be detailed, full of that stone down, full of the stone, then highlight on the cup area, and then on some of the, the structure detail. Yes, nude, but we will not count nude because that one will blend with the skin tone. Yeah, so it's more like purple and gold, because we are doing a reception dress. Let me get the marker. So I'm back. So I have this acrylic. It's called Pro Paint, Monami Pro Paint, but it's acrylic. So it gives that shiny, it's alcohol based look. Okay. I'm trying to look for, you will see what it looks like. So you can actually use this to write on wood, metal, plastic, glass, rubber. So I got it to, what's the prompt for searching? We are not searching designs, so we are just picking random images from Pinterest. We are we are exercising our mind to design from anything. So go on your Pinterest, anything you see, design from it. You're welcome, Jane Culture. For the longest time you've tried to be creative. It's because, of course, this is just one aspect, right? This is being able to design from anything. But like I always say, feed yourself. The reason my mind is picking these things fast is because I'm, you know exposing myself to designs, to things even outside fashion. That's why I can, number one, my Pinterest can even bring this. For some of you, it's only clothes. Go and explore other things, other feeds. If whatever you studied in school, you can draw inspiration from it. That's what makes you unique, right? I'm an architect. I have a architecture background, so that in itself is helping me, right, to understand some things. Do you get? So build your it's just like I told one of my one-on-one students. I said, she said she's struggling to be creative. How can she be creative? I said, if you want to take orange juice every day, like if you want to take fruit juice every day, what will you do? The first thing you do is to stock up your fridge with fruits, varieties of fruits. So all that you now need to do is today, okay, like for instance, this old blend juicing and all for healthy, for gut health, right? If it's ginger shot you want to do, go to your fridge, pick everything you need for ginger shot. So feed yourself, stock up your reserve, right? Build a reference for yourself. Use Pinterest to build a reference where you can design from, right? You can build a reference for sleeve alone, a board rather for sleeve alone, build a reference for different parts. So this is just one aspect of fashion design where you just, this is more like an exercise to help you build that thing, to help you sharpen your design. And the truth is, because my own is looking like it's making sense of first try, does not mean your own will, right? It does not mean your own will at the first instant makes sense. but because as you go on it will improve. I studied architecture, and while I was in architecture school, I had started to sew. So I thought it was going to be easy for me to design dresses because of course I have a design background. But my dear, it was not. Architecture is different, this one is different. So what I needed to do is to understand some things about design so I can infuse it into this. And it does not mean that because you did not study architecture you can't design. No, the most important thing is to feed your inspiration, right? For now, we just stop drawing inspiration, especially when you are doing, clients will bring designs for you to do, right? It's fine. But for this exercise, do not look at so see the marker, right? It's puzzle time. Oh, give me a minute. Okay, so clients will bring designs to you, do it, but for this exercise, don't draw inspiration from fashion itself. Go look for other things, art, culture, anything, your culture, anything you want to draw inspiration from. Look at this, is just a random picture. I didn't even know I will do this. Just let it go, let it flow. Someone was even saying I should have used pencil so that I can erase. I said the essence is to sharpen our design skills, right? We are not trying to it is not fashion illustration. This fashion design is different, because if it's illustration, I can go and illustrate a design that somebody has done before. So the speed at which you can sharpen your mind, right, you can think about designs, will help you be a better designer, will help you be a actual fashion designer. So now let's apply the gold this thing. So this one gives a big bold this thing. So I'm just going to use it to highlight it. It might not pop much on this, but it's always shiny, right? So this shoulder part will be blinging in gold. That shoulder pad area to be blinging in gold. Then I will drop it, scanty it, make it full at this part, right? And make it scanty towards the sleeve area like this. So this shiny aspect will be highlighting the design for the upper part. Then for this bust part, I'll just have it like that too, under the bust area, right? Flow it up a bit to flow into this. And then of course we'll have gold. You can have gold stones all over the dress, and it's not popping on this like that, but just have it like that on this, maybe scattered, not too much on this, just so. Yes, gold stone on the tip of, yes, we'll have it also, yes, here on the tip of the sleeve. So it's looking like if I show you this now alone, someone will say, oh wow, but we got it from this. And I can tell you, you can do 100, right? You can do 100 designs just from this. So let me sign it. That's the thing. All this design now, I can pick it up to 26, right? I can pick it up one day. I want to design it. I want to do it. Do you get? So it's an exercise, but at the same time, it's a design that I might, work on. So that's just it. From this design now, from this picture, random picture on Pinterest, I've been able to do this. So for you, it can be a short dress, anything you want to do. Do you get? So the way my mind is interpreting this now, we'll be going off soon. It's just 1 hour class. So this one now took, the last week class, we were able to do 2 designs, but this one, you see, it's a bit complex. The thought process I know is a bit complex. So let me show you what we did. For those that are just joining, what we did in the last class, right? Is every day is this is more like a challenge for you. A fashion design challenge. And don't forget, we've forgotten to this middle part. I'm not about to leave. It's not it will have net too. So I'll have the stone also, covering up just that middle part, right? So no skin is showing. No, it will be nude effect, right? It's your first time here. You're welcome. Rina Dive Culture and Design. It's nice to meet you. So let me show you what we did in the previous class. So this is the design we did. Let me show you. It looks nice now, right? But let me show you the inspo where we got the. Let me take a screenshot of this too. So let me show you where we got this inspo from. You'll be shocked. So this is a call to also, for you to start exercise your mind, by yourself, right? I'm looking for the design. I thought I took a screenshot of it. Okay, yeah, it's here. So this is it. This is our inspo for this. Ganiyu Bespoke, nice to meet you. So this is what inspired this design. So for this part, we got it from this. The main body black from this. Then the eye inspired the bust area. Then the beak. The beak gave us the shape, the structure for this. So anything can give you inspo, but don't be discouraged if at the first instance it does not look nice. Don't be discouraged. Keep at it. One day it's going to click. It's just like Ghana weaving. So then from the second design, I think we got it from one fashion. It's just a simple day dress, right? This one is a simple day dress. I'm not sure I took picture of the inspo for this. I didn't take picture of it. So that's just it about design, right? And this is what we did today. So come tomorrow, we'll pick a random picture on Pinterest too and do something from it. So anything can, yes, we'll do this every day. We do this every day. I also want you guys to do it every day. Please do it every day. You can do yours in the morning. It might not be this time, and it might be after this class. Yes, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. every day, except Sundays. Yes. 7 p.m. every day, except Sundays. I join Koinonia on Sundays, so I'm not free on Sundays. Yes. So 7 p.m. 7 to 8 p.m. Yes. So we'll meet here. We'll do our own exercise. Do your own. Then if you want, send it to me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Send it to me, my DM on Instagram. And I'll help you just check and correct some things. I don't mind doing that. Yes. So please set your alarm. So yes, fashion designer in Aja. 7 p.m. every day. I love that I'm doing this. I might just be creating a collection here, right? So I might pick any of them, but please, so these designs are mine. Copyright infringement. Go and do your own. Okay? Yes, you're welcome, ma. Thank you. Yes. Go and do your own design, oh. I can pick it one day now and design it. If I say it on you, I'm gonna drag you like a gen. Screenshot it, but go and use it. Go and do your own. Screenshot this one. Screenshot this. Go and do your own. My sister, that's the idea. You see, that's the idea. It's enriching me, right? If you go and do my design, I still know your design, right? I'm the one becoming the better designer. Do you get? So please brush up beyond just picking design. Go and there's nothing new under the sun, right? Even this crinoline thing I was telling you about, somebody has done it. The idea behind this these designs. People have done it. It's just the way I'm bringing it together because of the information I've fed myself. So if you do it self, it's still going to be different when I do it. Do you get? So it will be best for you to come up with your own ideas, do your own this. Some of you are feeding me ideas online, but then if na one fan, there's more where it came from. Now I dey sharpen myself, so I'm a better designer today than I was yesterday. So please, beyond just coming on live to watch me design, please go and do your own too. Okay, so please go and do your own. For the black red dress, how do you propose we do the, but it's my design, go and figure out your own design. Though I explained it in the last class how I will do it, right? So it's your is that's why I said, see, if you there's no way I want to explain it now. If you've not seen the image, there's a designer I follow, a Vietnamese designer I follow, that does a lot of this structure design. So when I saw it, when I did this, I knew, okay, I'm going to do it that the way I saw him do it. So that's, if I've not seen that his work anywhere, I'm not going to get inspiration for this. And this one is still more technical because I have funny shapes going on. Do you get? Yes, yes, load of nets. It's Locks by Laura. I can't remember the Vietnamese. It's a long name, and you know how their language is. So I don't know the I can't pronounce the name. So, but what I mean is, look at, I can't remember the designer's name, honestly. His name is, I can't pronounce those their names. Their names used to resemble Chinese things. So I can't remember the exact this thing. So please go and brush up your own skills too. The way I will make this dress now, right? It's still now based. You see, executing this, I'm going to look for it. I can't remember, honestly. I don't know if I saw it on Threads or on TikTok. You know how that their name sounds. But anytime I see his post, sha, I don't mess with you. You're laughing at me. True, I can't pronounce that. Some of them said they even write it in their language. So just the way I will execute this design now is still now based on skill level and expertise. So if you are doing your own design, it's possible that you might not be able to, execute it this way, like the way I'm thinking about it now. You might not. So always do your designs based on your skill level. So as you improve your skill, okay, someone said, do I teach from, I think I saw that comment earlier, do I teach from scratch? Do I teach from scratch? Well, because right, you will see ideas now because of the things. See, this is like architecture inspired design now. So because on the things that I search, right, based on the things that I search is what will come out. So whatever you search, don't just be looking at clothes. See interior now. This is already giving inspo of one structured design, right? So don't box yourself. And then this one is beading, culture detail is nice, good. Look at the structure. So don't box yourself. Look at other things. So I want to show you. I'm coming. I want to show you what you will do. Some of you don't know how to draw, but that's why I want to give you ojoro now. What is it called? I want to give you expo now. Hold on. So go on your Pinterest and search croquis. See, fashion croquis. Go on your Pinterest, search fashion croquis. Take a screenshot. I'm waiting. You would not like this life. You not like this life. Nobody gave me gifts. It's okay. So look at this. Just search croquis on your Pinterest board. Okay, you've taken the screenshots. So you can type female croquis. You see this now. See this. So I don't want to hear any excuse. Oh. Hmm? Go and print it out. Print it out on A4 paper. Tell them to make it grayscale for you. See the expo I'm giving you now. Take this, go and print it on, take it to this printing studios, right? Printing shops. Tell them to make it grayscale. Let me write it here. Grayscale. That grayscale will make it light. So that grayscale will make it light and faint, right? So it's going to make it faint. Then when you print it, you can now make photocopy. So it will be that grayscale will make it. You can even use eraser to erase it. So once you have this, print it in multiple, yes, croquis. Print it in multiple forms, right? When you print it in multiple forms, then you be using it as the base for your design. Just be doing your design on it. Do you get? But at the same time, go on TikTok, I say TikTok, YouTube, go and type how to draw basic croquis, how to draw fashion croquis, right? Female fashion croquis. It's 9 head drawing. You will see it there. Be practicing that one. Look for a simple one, but or before that, you can do this. In fact, if you have, there's this app they used to lock the screen that you can draw from your phone, but that's if you're using a tab. Okay, but don't make it complex, just print. Print, you can start from that, right? So this is your croquis. So but me, when I want to do my drawings, I always just do the bust first, two more like brackets, right? I do brackets, do this long length, then I do the hip. You see that? When I do the hip, I just take it down, then the shoulder. So from here, this is just how I build up on when I'm doing design. But if I want to do proper fashion illustration drawing, I'm going to draw the 9 heads drawing. Do you get? I'm going to do the croquis. So, but this is fashion design. I want to quickly put the idea of the dress down together. So I'm not thinking in terms of sketching. I'm not thinking the head and all that. But to complete this look, this is just the dress, right? To flow together and complete the look, then I can be thinking of what sort of shoe, what type of shoe, what type of hair will fit this look, jewelry, anything. Do you get? I make it look easy. It is easy. I don't want it's easy. Just believe it's easy, right? But I'm giving you heads up, right? If you are just starting now, your designs might not make sense. Don't be discouraged. Continue. I'm telling you, in 30 days, you are not going to be the same person. You are not going to be the same designer. It's going to be easier. So that's why I'm coming here to do it consistently with you. Do your own. Go online. That's why I'm saying send it to me. At least, if you know that I'll help keep you accountable. Send it to me on Instagram. I'll help keep you accountable. At the same time, I can also correct, okay, next time do this, and they are improving. So this is just one aspect. Everything we are doing now, we are not even, this is not a collection. It's not a collection. It's just a random, it's 8 o'clock already. Do you get? Anything, my sister, anything, right? In fact, go on your Pinterest board, whatever it brings for you. It's just that what you need to be researching other feeds, right? Be researching other feeds when you are looking at other designs and other, even okay, look at this now. Architecture ideas for you because of the things that I've been researching. Fancy outfits, ideas for you, architectural drawings, right? What's that? English. Sorry. So architectural design, drawing, ideas for you, house interior, based on the things that I have been searching on. So whatever you search on Pinterest, see fashion design, asoebi styles, crochet ideas, easy drawings, wedding. In fact, from these things you can see the kind of things bed art, because of this design that we did. That's why it's bringing bed art, makeup look. So anything, do you get? So you can search art, you can search furniture. Let's search furniture. Anything you want to draw your inspo from, you see. If it's furniture, look at, even furniture is drawing inspiration from animals, right? So anything, don't box yourself. Art, just click art or abstract art, anything. Because if depending on how complex the idea is, it might make it more difficult. So anything can give you that inspo. But because of the things that I search, I always have nice ideas on my, see this interior now. See this beautiful interior. See this beautiful interior, right? So based on the things that I search, so go and search for anything. All right. So you can see this. So the reason is because if you want to go and draw, you start designing from a dress, it's going to be hard. What do you want to pick from here now that they've not done in this dress? You are restricting yourself. But if you can have this as a bank, so whenever you see any element in your inspo that has this thing, and oh, I've seen this thing somewhere, so I'm going to do it and make it like this. So I can save this to my pin, I can make a screenshot, because I actually like this thing. So if I go elsewhere now and I see, yes, so if I go elsewhere now and I see one element that looks like this, oh, my mind will quickly map it right to this, and then I can design from that. So please don't box yourself. I just didn't want to go into, I really love the idea of this fish, right? So there's so much you can do. So don't box yourself. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I need to go off now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm working on finishing a wedding dress I'm currently making. So now I'm thinking I've created a YouTube page. Can you teach us how to do the basic, like the peplum, flare, straight, and the likes? Do you mean the sketching? You can find all these things on YouTube. Yes, just go on YouTube. How to draw flowers on fashion illustration, how to draw flare skirt, how to, once you start searching fashion illustration on YouTube, you will see all these things. Do you get? So do the work, put in the work, okay? Put in the work. Yes, yes, the YouTube channel is Lux by Laura, but I'm thinking we have this live recording, so I'll probably just, yes, you find it on YouTube, right? The videos from this on the YouTube. So for those that want to go back to it, so I think that's better. At least I just opened it. I've not even set it up. So I'll just have the sketches, the videos from this. I'll just be posting it there. Do you understand? So that's what I'll do. I'll work on that. So I'll download the videos from the live and then I'll post it there on the YouTube channel. So for those other people that want to follow up on it. So let's just see, keep something consistent coming up, right? So thank you guys for coming. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Bye, everybody. Is the perfect girl still here? Yeah, bye. Okay, I think she's no longer here. But bye. Bye bye. Thank you for the likes. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay by Susie. Nice to meet you. Bye everybody. Yeah, see you tomorrow.